There's a saying in Chinese, 好马不吃回头草, which means a good horse never eats grass that they've passed. So no regrets. Just give it all and do it. That's it.
Correct.
You'll never know until you try.
Exactly. And you know what? What's the worst that can happen? You don't like it and then you move again.
Correct.
You're pretty much just crossing things off the list. That's it.
Every year, thousands of people migrate to other countries in search for a better life.
Each one with a story to tell of courage and determination.
Adjusting to a new country is not that easy.
Here at Migrant Tribe, we honor you.
So join us as we share our stories from our journey down under.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Migrant Tribe. Stories from our journey down under. This is Joseph. So today's episode 35. So together with me are the other members of the tribe. There's an Erwin. Hi, Erwin.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Okay. And there's a John. Hi, John.
Hi, how are we?
Okay. And there's a Joey. Hey, Joey.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. Yeah, this is Joseph again. So today's episode will be talking about careers. To be more specific, shifting from one career to another. So we've invited someone. She used to be a real estate agent in sales, and then she kind of moved to being a mortgage broker. So it's still kind of similar. They're both in the real estate field, but kind of different focus. So I'd like to call her in now. A big Migrant Tribe. Welcome to Amanda. Hi, Amanda. How you doing?
Hey guys, how are you? Thanks for having me on.
Of course. Okay. So
Thank you.
So to kind of ask you the big question straight away. So what made you take that move, Amanda? Remember Amanda Moo?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, good one there. I like that. So Amanda Moo, here to move you. That's good. Well, I guess during my years doing real estate and helping people move their lives, I always felt that there was something more. I wanted to do something deeper. So mortgage broking actually gave me the avenue to guide people through from start to finish. Also, when it comes to real estate transactions, it probably happens every 5 to 7 years. That's when someone decides to buy, sell, and then buy again.
Yep.
Whereas for mortgage broking, though, it's literally an intertwined journey where I grow with you. So yeah, that's really it, because it fills my cup. You know, I used to sell houses, but now I buy houses every other week for my clients, which essentially makes me feel like I'm buying a house too. So it's a good feeling.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. And how did family and friends take it when you told them that I'm moving careers, I'm shifting?
Well, with the family, it didn't come as a surprise because that's actually kind of like my character. I think when it first started, it started in uni. Before even I got into uni, I was supposed to go for a business degree, double degree in business and communications.
Yep.
And I just did a pivot and went into hotels, right? Then after working in hotels, I did a pivot and got into real estate. So it's just pivot. It's just me. And yeah, friends, yeah, you know, it's a people job. So they were like, yeah, you'll be fine. So yeah.
Will it be coincidental because it's COVID that you move your career?
I wouldn't say it's coincidental. I think I'm one of the few that COVID actually became a blessing. I think towards the end of my real estate career, I started to feel quite empty, and there was something that was really, really missing inside. And I'm sure all you gentlemen can attest to, if you feel or if you struggle to wake up to go to work, something's not right.
Yep.
And something wasn't sitting right then already. I just then had to figure out what else was out there. So yeah, it's definitely not coincidental. You have to study to be able to do mortgage broking too. So it was kind of in the works.
Oh, okay. So you were still working as an agent while learning, doing like taking the course to be a mortgage broker. Oh, okay.
We were in lockdown.
Okay. I didn't know that was a secret. Okay. Oops. Okay. We can edit that part. Don't worry.
No, that's fine. Don't worry. It's fine. Yeah.
Joe, you have something to say, or
Oh yeah. So, what are the three things that you learn yourself since you changed your career?
I've learned. So before I made the switch, I actually sought the help of a business coach, Lisa G. So I call her my master of clarity. And she introduced to me the concept of filling your cup. You need to know what your core values are, and you need to constantly fill your cup, right? So I think one of the most important things that I've learned is my core values being feeling purposeful and being able to guide. So I need to fill my cup. And by doing things like that, especially through mortgage broking, it makes me happy. Yeah. I'm also very adaptable, quick to change.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just so for everyone's knowledge, Amanda and I are actually part of a same business network.
oh, okay.
So I've known her for some time now. So it's really, really on the go.
Yes. So yeah, never stare down at challenges. I mean, it obviously is gonna be. There will be trepidations and am I going to be good enough? But with enough belief, and when you do the things that fill your cup, it's okay.
Okay. Okay. And do you find yourself touching base again, still with the real estate agents you were previously working with? Of course, I guess that will come in natural, right? Because
Just to tell a little secret, yeah. Real estate
Okay.
agents hate each other because we are such competitive creatures that, yeah, very few of us are actually close friends per se, unless you work for the same agency, right? So I don't really like to be a hypocrite where in the past I'm like, oh, look at that, walking down the street, and now I go like, oh, by the way, I'm a mortgage broker, give me business. So to answer that question, I'm only close to people that I've worked with before.
yes,
Yeah.
I can understand. Yeah. Yes. Are you an independent broker, or are you under a brand?
So with mortgage broking, every new broker has to be mentored for a minimum of 2 years when they start.
Okay.
So I'm quite fortunate that I've been mentored by a broker that I actually worked with when I was in real estate. So I'm working under her as a sub broker, but essentially as a sole trader working under her business per se.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not.
So Amanda, I'm not a real estate broker, so we can be friends.
Yes,
He's
we
an
can.
insurance
Correct.
guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good. Was that a question?
That's
Can I ask Amanda a question?
Yes. John, go ahead, John.
For her to give us an insight as well about her mindset on why she is in a good mood every day, and even now we feel that she has a high energy. Regarding your
the energy from here in the Philippines. I can
you can
yeah,
still
I
feel
can
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. But when it comes to clarity, because you said you have a mentor, can you dwell something or dwell further about it? What is it that the clarity concept that keeps you find your purpose, or that makes you find your purpose?
So I guess initially it was all about asking the deeper questions. And when you ask questions, you don't just ask surface kind, hey, how are you? What do you like to do? Or what do you not like to do? It's more about getting in touch with how you feel, the emotions when certain things happen, for example, right? So I took a step back and went through, like in real estate, when someone buys a house from me in the past, I actually go the extra mile in making them feel welcome by, on the day that you collect your keys, it's called settlement day.
Yep.
I actually, in Ray White, we have the yellow bowl. I don't know if any of you seen before the yellow bowl.
Yes, I used to work with Ray White.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
So I always make sure that I get the yellow bowl up on the day of settlement, have a gift ready in the house for them, and I go and meet them at the property to hand them the keys.
Yes.
Right.
Wow.
The moment where they collect the keys and they put the key in the door, that first turn, that's when I snap pictures and give it to them. Because, to capture that moment for them, that's really good. Right? So you get connected with something like that and you feel like, all right, so that makes me feel happy. Then you start thinking about, okay, what are your core values? To be involved in someone's milestone, getting into your first home. Yeah. Then I also realized that with being in Ray White, we were a very auction-based company. So there was a lot of guiding, and not many agents are out there who are willing to sit down with you and take you through step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on how to bid. But I actually enjoyed that.
Yes.
Right. So I sat down with each buyer and said, oh, this is what's going to happen. This is the process. Give them tips and tricks to how to bid, and hopefully they become the eventual bidder. Yeah. So then what does that mean again? Oh, I actually like to guide people to take them through from A to B. So those are little steps. Yeah.
So you're clear with what you are going to do, and it seems that it dwells down to helping others.
Correct. Purposeful and helpful. Yeah, helpfulness, purposeful.
Okay, good. And please tell us, how did the good mood conversation get started? Okay, for the benefit of the people out there, it's a vlog that Amanda hosts on, I think it's on Facebook, correct? And they talk about so many stuff there. Please, Amanda, tell us, give us the history of the good mood conversation.
So
how did it start? Yeah,
that was definitely a COVID baby. It started so last year we were all just sitting at home twiddling our thumbs with nothing to do. We were completely locked in. And I just like, all right, how can I help local businesses showcase what they do to people?
Yep.
Zoom came about and it became so popular then. Yep. And it was one of the ways that I could interview people and spread the word out quickly. That was pretty much the premise of the Good Mood conversation. It didn't start off as the Good Mood conversation. It was actually a friend who gave me the name. No, it was, I didn't even know what it was. It was just, a little chat, or what I call a chin wag.
Okay, or Amanda rambling, okay?
Yeah, something like that. And it started off with myself and my current mentor, Doreen, who we talked about how the mortgage industry was being affected. And then I also had a conveyancer get on, talking about how people were actually still buying during that time and certain special conditions that needed to be added in the contract to protect their interest. Then it became to people who pivoted their business. I had a travel agent come on, Leah Coates, who started showcasing mini holidays that people could start planning locally in time for when we actually do open.
Okay. And when you started that, did you really have like a format, or we're gonna do this, start and end, we're gonna end this way? That okay, the way you're talking about it sounds very familiar. So we kind of started at the same time last year as well. The Migrant Tribe. Pretty much, we didn't really have any inkling how to do it. Like, if you were going to watch our first few episodes, it's so different from the later episodes.
We are now.
I was just learning how to edit, the video. So and I could say, I mean, would you relate that it's kind of like good therapy?
Well, as Joey would know, I like to talk. So it was also one of the ways that I could interact with people, right? I wouldn't say therapy, but I like to give back. And that's probably one of the ways that I'm giving back. We all have our different ways of paying things forward. So that's just what I do. Like you guys, I don't like to edit too much. I like to take one take straight on. I don't even get them to prepare any questions or answers. Before we start, we probably have about 10 minutes where I ask specific questions about the business, and then we just flow. It just comes naturally.
Oh, okay.
But there's a time frame though, because LinkedIn does not like videos for more than 10 minutes. So we cap it at about 9.5.
That's the secret.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Just enough.
Yep. I've noticed sometimes you see 12 minutes. You kind of cross, or I guess sometimes.
Those that exceed don't get posted on LinkedIn because they won't allow it.
Really?
Okay. Did not know that. Okay.
There you go. We learn new things every day.
Of course.
Thank you.
Any questions from the
I
tribe?
have a question. Amanda, because the topic today is or tonight is, will a career change make me happy? All right. So, and one of the you mentioned about core values, but it's just not like core values, right? It's also about core competency as well. When we talk about career, the question is, I know that not all the moves can be, or career moves can be a happy move, right? It can be something that you might regret. So the question is, what are the recipe based on your experience that this move will be a happy move, or that'll be a happy move?
There's a saying in Chinese, 好马不吃回头草, which means a good horse never eats grass that they've passed. So no regrets. Just give it all and do it. That's it.
Correct.
Because you'll never know until you try.
Exactly. And you know what? What's the worst that can happen? You don't like it and then you move again.
Correct.
You're pretty much just crossing things off the list. That's it.
Because what you're saying is you'll never know until you try. So you will definitely not be sure. You can make a calculated risk, but at the end of the day, if you haven't tried it, you'll never know if you'll be happy or it's or otherwise. Is that right?
I need to put a disclaimer though. Like a lot of my career transitions have never really been calculated. It's always been like, all right, I'm gonna do it, and I just do it. So a disclaimer to put it out there, people, please don't be like me. I rarely have any responsibilities, so I can actually make those drastic moves. But yeah, just if you think this is what you want to do and go with your gut, then put yourself in a position where you can learn as much as quickly as you can to make sure that you are good enough to go further.
Okay. Nice. Thank you.
And there's no law that prevents you from going back to what you were doing previously, correct?
Correct.
I mean, but unless it's illegal, okay? So, but
Yes.
yeah, like for most migrants, yeah, okay, that can also be the case. Sometimes we migrate here thinking that we have to devote everything here, but strictly speaking, no one's stopping you to go back,
Correct.
in your where you used to be. So we can put it that way as well. Yeah.
Probably just to add a question. Did you migrate here when you were young, or were you born here?
No, I born and bred in Singapore. Came here 15 years ago now. Oh shit, that's a long time.
Yes.
Oh no,
That's all right.
We didn't hear you.
yeah, 15 years now I've been here.
Mhm.
Came here for uni, and I'm sure you guys are quite familiar with Singapore.
Yes.
Yes.
So we are all the tall buildings and high rises, right? And it's
Yes,
such a
and
busy
Hawker
city.
food. Yes.
Yeah, there's always things happening.
Yes.
I arrived in Adelaide on the 1st of February 2006 to a city where it's just so flat. And when I walked out of the airport, I looked at the sky. I'm like, oh my God, the sky is so blue and there's no buildings. What have I got myself into? But yeah, I think I'm a very adaptable person. So it was quite quick that I got adapted to the area, the environment. And here I am 15 years later.
Oh, okay. Okay, so no turning back. Okay, so miss going back to Singapore?
Oh yes, the food. Ooh,
Yes.
you can't beat that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, probably.
As soon as COVID restrictions get lifted, we'll all we'll all head down to Singapore.
Are you guys with the jabs? Any one of you have AstraZeneca?
Yes.
Don't reveal our age.
Yeah. Well.
You might-
yeah,
You might
so-
want to check whether you can go to Singapore though. I believe they don't accept people with AstraZeneca. It's not considered like fully vax.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Check that.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
That's a hack tip for the day.
Yeah, hot tip for people who want to go on holiday. Yeah.
Okay. Well, something else you would like to share with us, Amanda? To our, well, mostly we cater to migrants, specifically Filipino
Right.
migrants, but migrants in general. Any good hack, good tip you want to give them? Since you arrived here as a student, and eventually now making your life here.
I'd say don't turn back. You can always choose to move back home, but there's a reason why the page has been flipped, right? Look forward, just think about growth, and then when you go back, at least like, hey, I've achieved something. Keep going and just keep smiling. That's it.
Okay. Very good. That sounds good. Okay, so it's been very good conversation with Amanda. Future plans from mortgage broking, or are we going to move to another field?
No. So future plans. I do see myself in about 2 to 3 years' time opening up what I call the Happy Advisory. There's gonna be a real estate arm, a mortgage broking arm, and a property law arm, because it's all intertwined. But I don't think we'll be focusing on selling at all, selling real estate. We'll be focusing more on buying, because there really is a lack of people guiding buyers along the way. Yes, there are buyer advocates out there, but they charge.
Buyer's agent. Yep.
Yeah, it's actually quite expensive. And if you think about it, for prices in Wyndham, where I'm based, average sale price of about $650, for someone to sink $11,000 for a buyer's agent is quite impossible. So that's certainly an area that I look to expand into. But yes, get competent in mortgage broking first before I start flying.
Thank you. If there's nothing else from the tribe, any more questions, guys? No?
I believe it's a good conversation we had today, and I think I'd love to thank Amanda for actually gracing us today. And if there's any questions, let's say related to what you offer, we'll actually get your details and post it in our page.
Yes.
So we'll get that.
Thank you so much. Keep on smiling.
Yep,
Stay sane.
Okay.
Thank you.
All of you out there, don't forget to watch her vlog, the Good Mood Conversation on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure you're going to learn a lot. And to all our viewers, thank you for watching the Migrant Tribe again. So just see you again next week. So we come out with new episodes every Tuesday. Bye. See you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.